Hi everyone, this is Mati. Welcome to Q automation classes. So today we are going to see the next program. Let's say we have a list of integer and I want to know if the list of the integer, the first element in the list is 10 or not. So let's say we have 10, 11, 12, 13. So I want to see if the first element is 10 or not. And similarly, let's say we have a list of string, let's say alpha, okay, and we have beta, and we have one more called gamma. Okay, so I want to see if the list of the string whatever is there, the first word is alpha or not. So this is the problem statement. We'll traverse the entire list and we don't have to traverse. What we need to do, we need to first get the first element from the list, and then we have to see if it is the intended, like if I'm saying it is 10, it is 10 or not. If I'm saying it is 11, if it is matching. If it is not matching, then we'll say no, it is not matching. If it same thing with the string, we'll say okay, I am expecting the first string to be alpha. You go and get the first string from the list of the string, and verify if alpha and alpha both are matching. If both are matching, then we'll say okay, this is working. Otherwise we'll say not working. Okay, so let's go to the IntelliJ and we'll see the program. New Java class. So let's say find first example. Okay, so now we'll do a main method, and we start with list of integer first. So list of integer list int equals to, I'll say arrays dot as list, and I'll keep, I said, like 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and okay, let's import list, enter, and then we'll say, let's say if it is 10 or not. Okay, so I'll say list int, we have to first apply the stream, and then what we need to do, we need to see, right? We need to see, we need to first get the first element, right? So let's say we have a method called find first. Then you see here find first, and what it is going to return, it is going to return optional of the integer. Okay, so you can say find first, and we know how to get the actual value from the integer, which optional object of optional class, we can say like dot get method, right? If I say dot get, here I can say dot get to get the actual value, like it will give the integer value. Otherwise I can store it as a optional of integer, and then with that optional of integer variable I can use dot get method to get it. So let's do that. Okay, so let's say optional of integer. Okay, optional int equals to, I have to import this one. Okay, so dot find first. Now I'll say optional in dot get. Okay, let's put that in the if condition. So my if condition is if optional in dot get method double equals to 10. If it is 10, then what I'll say, I'll say s out. I can say okay, so I'll say s out, first element is 10, is 10, first element is 10, sorry, typo. Okay, so if not, then you can say first element is not 10. So let's run it and see. Not 10, it will be 11, because we're starting with 11, right? So let's see, let me run. So first element is 11, the condition is satisfied here, and it is printing. So now let's see with the help of the strings. Okay, and before doing that, instead of putting that into the optional and doing all these things in the multiple lines, we can even further combine them, right? So how to do, I'll say okay, so list int dot apply the stream method on top of it. After applying the stream, you go with the find first. So after finding first, we will say get, it will give the integer. Now see, the output will be integer. So let's put this one, if, okay, if this check is done, dot get double equals to 10, okay, and here we can say s out, sorry, why every time writing 10, it's 11 now. So this is what I can print, okay. It should also work. See, first element is 11, right? And let's verify with respect to the string also. So let's say list of the string, I'll say list str equals to arrays dot as list, I'll say alpha, and then I will say beta, alpha, beta, gamma, okay. So and let's say one more delta. So these many elements are there, and out of that I want to say let's see if the first word is alpha or not. So for that one you can say list of str, list str dot first, convert it into string, dot find first. So find first, and here, okay, find first dot get, right? So dot get, I can say dot equals ignore case. See, if we want to verify if it is equals to that one, or we can say equals to ignore case if we want to ignore the case. So here, if ignoring case, I can say alpha this one also with the small a, right? And this should also work. So equal to ignore, it's say, let me put it inside the s out system.out.println. So we'll say is if first word is alpha, okay. So now here plus that enter statement whatever you have designed dot, I can put it down, okay. So if first word is alpha, so list str dot stream dot find first dot get, okay, dot equals ignore case alpha. So it will give what it is gonna give, it is going to give a boolean value whether it is true or false. Let's see now, I can run it. See, if first word is alpha, true. If instead of the equals ignore case, we can also go with the equals. In that case, I have to give capital A here. Exact match we have to give, otherwise it will fail. Okay. So yeah, guys. So this is an example of the find first method we use in the stream. Okay, and the find first is always going to give you optional class. If you see here, optional, and it will be optional of the t, right? If integer or string, depending upon your data type you have been working, it will give you. So in order to get the details or the actual value from the optional object or optional object, you have to call the get method on top of it. So with that optional class method, whatever you are defining, optional class object whatever you are defining, with that you have to call the get method, and then it will give you the actual value, and on top of that actual value you can do the further calculation or computation. Okay, so that's all, guys, for today's session. And if you like my videos, please do subscribe to my channel, and we'll be keep coming with more videos like this. Tomorrow we'll also continue with the few more programs. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.